All right, y'all. Y'all know it only go 20 minutes, but it is what it is. That your heart is still flowing, but you got to help unfreeze their heart. Their heart is still flowing because your heart is still flowing because you are the one that made it through. But you're having to help them in the spiritual. Because it ain't nothing that you can do in the physical. This is a spiritual war. This is when lust and love are separated because you know what both of them really are. You still have that love for them and you can help them in the spiritual realm. But you can't help them too much because you have to, listen, you can't make this up, because you have to have the correct temperance as well as them. In order for y'all to be able to walk away, you can't make this up. In order for them to be able to walk away, both of y'all, together, they're having to learn they having to burn the midnight oil. The divine is the one that's teaching them. But you help them from time to time on the 3D realm. This is all divinely orchestrated. Every last bit of it. If you give them too much information, you can help them destroy themselves. And look at that. Y'all see that card? When I said that, y'all see the card that came up. Everything that's being said right here is true. Because you have to allow them to turn their backs on the devil themselves. You can't do it for them. The divine is the only one. I need y'all to look at these last three cards. The divine is the only one that can help them, you, all the way. The only way that they can get past the heartache and the pain of what they're going through right now is through the divine. Now you are a divine being, so you are able to telepathically tell them something. They have to be willing to give it to the Most High. Whatever their problems and stuff is, they got to be willing to give it to the Most High. Not go to man. Part of giving that cup to the divine is giving man and mankind spiritual beings, warfare, everything, giving it to the divine. And yet sitting, all while simultaneously sitting and looking at what part did you play in this not being successful. What can be changed? Are you willing to make those changes? It's deep, ain't it? But yet so simple. Notice in this card, your person thought that they had escaped heartache and pain by betraying you. They thought that they had escaped it, but they didn't. It hit them harder losing you than they thought. Now they're having to sit there and look. They're learning to balance things. I mean, are you really following this? Are you really following how love can be so deep? But yet, a simple love. What was so simple became so complex. It's through the complexity that one truly is able to distinguish what true love is, True, versus egoic love. Oh yeah, and all this is copyrighted also. But do you? Are you able to distinguish between that and be able to love the self? Are you given safe passage through the dark night of the soul? That's where your individual is at now. Your individual, all right, divine, is going through a tower moment. Those illusions, those masks are coming off. They getting to a point that they can lay their burdens down. Y'all see how they done about made it to the city to lay them burdens down? And be able to walk up out of the deep onto dry land where they're no longer drowning. And they're able to leave that fish in the wide open sea so that they can then and now become free. Did you catch that? Because they have gone through the dark night of the soul. This is where they at. They are now becoming the phoenix rising from the ashes, and they would not have been able to get there had it not been for you, Gemini, coming into oneness with the self. Did you catch that? This karmic done did what this karmic done did. But your divine counterpart was also your karmic. Did you get it? you learned, yeah, you done learned. At least the group is that I have spoken to. And if you have made it to the end of this video, many greatness, much greatness, and many treasures are being bestowed upon you right now that are of your own heart. So be it so. And did you catch that? Much love. This is Alice Sage, and I'll be talking with you later.